So guys, I've looked at ads from many different decades. We've done the 90s, we've done the 80s, we've done the 50s, we did some 2000s Christmas ads, and now we are taking a time machine all the way back to the 1970s. I want to see if ads were in fact better back then, or am I just stupid? So strap in, hop in the time machine, and let's look at some ads.
There's a little monster in all of us.
Morning, Fred.
And until that first cup of coffee, we can all be pretty beastly.
Morning, Fred.
This guy in the ad looks like Bigfoot's older brother who moved to the suburbs and got a corporate job. He's like, nah, I'm done with being hunted by people. I'm gonna go get a job, move to the suburbs, and make a name for myself.
That's when your 7-Eleven store can be a lifesaver.
Good morning, Fred.
With a good cup of fresh brewed hot coffee to perk up your morning. 7-Eleven coffee brings out the best, not the beast in you.
Hey, wow.
This ad has taught me something, is that it is a universal feeling. Going to the gas station, getting a cheap cup of coffee. I don't really drink coffee. I mostly kind of drink energy drinks or like a soda. But going there, dude, getting that, man, it hits so hard, man. Dude, I go to the gas station, actually an insane amount. Mostly the 7-Eleven too. Dude, they got everything, bro. They got like my favorite diet sodas, bro. They got the big gulps. It's like only $1 or $2, man. Like, that's crazy. Most places, the Fallon drinks are like $2 or $3. They actually got some banger food. Like the burgers, I mean, I guess the burgers are kind of okay. Their sandwiches, dude, their cookies and stuff, man, they actually slap, dude. Going to the gas station is such an enjoyable experience.
How can you let my star pupil use that AIM?
AIM tastes good.
Yes, this is a big problem in America. Kids do not want to brush their teeth because they hate the taste of toothpaste. So why hasn't some like scientist came up with and made edible toothpaste, okay? Like flavored toothpaste that tastes like really good, like grape, strawberry, like chocolate, and we can make it so like it still, you know, has the effect of toothpaste. It still works, but it tastes really good, and if you eat it, then it's fine. It doesn't do anything. Why hasn't anybody done this, man? I need to patent this idea, and I will make millions of dollars off of it. Millions and millions of dollars.
Paste does not fight cavities. Fluoride fights cavities.
AIM has fluoride. AIM fights cavities.
My children have always used...
Mrs. Davis, fluoride can't fight cavities unless it gets used. Bobby likes the taste so much he may be brushing longer. And I know he keeps on getting good checkups.
Good checkups? We'll try AIM.
Take AIM against cavities.
Bobby will like brushing his teeth so much, he's gonna be like, hey mom, for dinner, I don't want meatloaf or anything or pizza. Can we have toothpaste? Or you know, Bobby's mom, she's gonna be walking into the bathroom and she's just gonna see him like, I'm not gonna do that motion, but like she's just gonna walk in and seeing her son squeezing the toothpaste tube into his mouth, just like inhaling the toothpaste, and she's like, Bobby, stop eating all the toothpaste. And he's like, I can't help it, it's just so good, Mom, it's just so good. At first when I heard this name, I'm like, AIM toothpaste, like that seems like such a random name. But when I heard their tagline, I'm like, dude, these geniuses, man. It's literally the perfect name, dude. And you know what's great about it? It's gonna get people to remember it, because whenever they see AIM, they're like, oh, take aim at plaque or whatever, dude, and they're gonna be like, holy crap, that's actually pretty cool. They're gonna remember it when they go to the store, dude. That's what you gotta do, man. That's what you gotta do in order to have, you know, a successful ad and get people to buy it. You gotta make either the name, or you gotta make something memorable enough, you know, that people want to go buy it. Yes, you can do it by making a good and entertaining ad, or nowadays, especially, you could go the opposite direction and just make an ad that is like so cringy and so bad that you get roasted online, and it brings more attention to your product, and then people are probably still gonna buy it.
Why go anywhere else when Fred Montesi supermarkets offer such a wide variety of delicious and attractive foods at real money-saving prices? Coupon specials this week are King Cotton meat or beef hot dogs, 12-ounce package 9 cents, or Hunt's peach halves or slices, 2 29-ounce cans 39 cents with coupon and $15 additional purchase. Save this week at all 4 Fred Montesi supermarkets, open 24 hours a day except Sunday. Why go anywhere else?
Watching this ad just makes me so sad. 12-ounce package of hot dogs for 9 cents, dude. I know this is a coupon thing, okay? But like, that's insane, man. That is insane. And two cans of peaches, 39 cents, dude. What? These prices. I did some intensive research to find out what would these be worth today. So I looked, and a 12-ounce, I looked at the same hot dogs too, okay? So a 12-ounce thing of hot dogs, it was $5. Now there is some cheaper ones, like the Walmart ones can be kind of expensive. There's some cheaper ones that you can get for like $2 or $3, okay? But that is insane, man. 9 cents. Back in this day, dude, you could go to the grocery store with freaking $10, bro, and you're like, okay, guys, I got groceries for the week. If you walk into a Walmart or any place for that matter with $10 to go grocery shopping, dude, you're getting 1 item, 2 items max, dude. You are not walking out of there with a lot. What did they take from us, man? What, like, literally, dude, back in these days, dude, like, pennies were more useful. Nowadays, dude, pennies are freaking useless, man. But you could go like to a place and just have, you know, like you could go to a fast food place and have like $3 or $4, $5, dude. You have $5 and you could get so much food now, dude. You go to places nowadays like $5. If you go to freaking Taco Bell, dude, you could get like 1 or 2 items for $5. I guess McDonald's has their $5 meal deal, but still, man, it's still so small compared to what you could get back then for that price, man.
Hello, Karen. This is Wally.
Remember those times when everything depended on a phone call?
Good evening, Karen. Wallace here.
Chances are the phone you depended on was made by Western Electric.
Karen, Wally.
I relate so much to the kid in this ad, man, because like I am a nervous person. Like when I have to call somebody up or like I'm trying to send a text, you know, I'm always worried about it. I'm always like, okay, is the wording perfect? But it must have been worse back then, dude. You gotta use like a rotary phone. You gotta use a phone. You gotta go like this, man. You gotta do this whole motion in order to just call people. You can't just, you know, dial them up. You have to answer to their parents. Their parents are like, hello, who is this? That would make my nerves so much worse. I am actually so glad that I was born in this generation where we have phones and I can just, you know, call people up or just text people up, dude. Like, my nerves would not be able to do that.
Today, Western Electric still makes every telephone the same way, with Western Electric reliability, just like always.
Hi, Wally. Karen here.
For 95 years, America's depended on Bell telephones made by Western Electric.
What I do like about old phones is the colors, dude. Like, look at some of these. I'll show you a screenshot of picture, dude. Look at like those colors, man. There's like yellow, there's blue. That one has like a funky shade. Look at that one. Like there was all different designs and they all looked so different, man. It's so different from nowadays where like most phones nowadays look the same, okay? Like for example, look, this is my phone right here. This is the Google Pixel, you know, has a case on it, but most phones look like this, you know. Some of them have like different cameras or they have like, you know, different stuff. But most phones nowadays, they look the same. They evolve, they look the same. But those ones are unique and creative. You could get like a cool decorative phone or something like that. So at least they were standing out. I feel bad for this kid at the end of the ad where he mixes up his words, dude. I'm like, I am with you, man. I always mix up my words. With these videos, especially filming these videos, you guys do not know how long it takes me to film these videos and how much I have to cut out, dude. Because I film for so long, man. And I always stumble over my words and stuff and I don't know what to say. And I just have to cut it out and it's so annoying. But I feel for you, bro. You are not alone in this.
7's the one with the Gong Show.
Yes.
If you've never seen the Gong Show, then you've never really laughed.
Hot, good.
There's nothing like it under the sun. It's the 13th wonder of the world. The one and only Gong Show. Thursday at 7:30 here on Channel 7.
When I first watched this ad, and just analyze the show in general, it seems like this show seems like a Family Guy's Funny Moment compilation, okay? Now, what does that mean? Because, Family Guy's Funny Moments compilation is just basically a compilation of all the different cutaway gags. They're random. They really don't make any sense. A lot of times, Family Guy cutaway gags are just throwing something at the wall and seeing what sticks. I feel like this show was like that, too. From all the clips I've seen, not one of them seems that funny. And, some of the things that these people are doing make no sense, man. Like, the lady with the dress thing, what is she doing? How is that supposed to be funny, man? And then you got the guy with the freaking guitar just dum, 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 and then they're just hitting him in the head with it. What are these people doing? Were these people oh god, it's oh guys, wouldn't it be funny if we went on TV, we just started hitting this guy's head while he plays guitar? That's gonna be funny, man. That is gonna be so funny. And also, I feel like that one act with the people in white on the floor just crawling around, are you sure those people are okay? Dude, I don't know if that's part of the act, man. Maybe they're having a medical emergency. I think they should be checked on, because it's what? How is that supposed to be funny? I know they're just showing little clips of it, and I haven't seen the context of it, okay? And another caveat here is, yes, I know that humor is subjective, okay? And humor back then was a lot different than humor now. I mean, I am Gen Z, so I'm probably not going to understand, this kind of humor. I looked it up in, the Gong Show. I think it's kind of like a talent show kind of thing. So kind of like America's Got Talent in a way. So maybe it's it's like a comedy show where they're showing different acts, and they're trying to find the funniest one. So maybe it's like America's Got Talent, where some of the acts are really, really bad, and some of them are joke acts. Because I remember that, dude. I remember that in America's Got Talent, where they would have some of the stupidest acts.
Hey, Gus, you special enough to skate with us? I'm an all-star skater. There's nobody greater. I score every game, but being a pepper's my fame. All right, we're peppers too. I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, we're a pepper, she's a pepper. Would you like to be a pepper too?
Now, this is what you call a pig ad, okay? This has to be one of the most, the most creative, the coolest ad that I have ever seen, man. It has everything you could ask for, man. It has a great jingle. It has a great musical number. There's a lot of cool stuff going on. They're skating around. They're going around in different locations. You got Fred Flintstone in it. This is what I want to see, man. And I mean, it's Dr. Pepper, so I was going to buy it anyways, because I already freaking love Dr. Pepper. But you convinced me even more. I also like musical numbers, too. I am a musical nerd. I love musical numbers. So anytime an ad includes one, and it's a good one, I love it. Because there's so many iconic songs, That's what you got to do. Iconic song in your ad, because then people will always be singing it.
Us peppers are an interesting breed. An original taste is what we need. Ask any pepper and they'll say, only Dr. Pepper takes that way. I'm a pepper, she's a pepper, we're a pepper, he's a pepper.
It's all right to be dynamite, but to be a pepper is out of sight.
Would you like to be a pepper too? We're a pepper, he's a pepper. Yabba dabba doo, I'm a pepper too. If you drink Dr. Pepper, you're a pepper too. Be a pepper, drink Dr. Pepper. Be a pepper, drink Dr. Pepper. Be a pepper, drink Dr. Pepper. Be a pepper.
Now, I do have a little bit of a nitpick with this ad. I don't understand the slogan, be a pepper. What is that supposed to mean? You can't just put a random word in there. Say, oh, be a pair of glasses. If this was a Ray-Bans ad, would they be oh, be a pair of glasses or something like that? What does that even mean? Is it supposed to mean, does it mean you're hot? Peppers are hot, so maybe it's oh, be a pepper, be hot. Does that mean that only hot people drink Dr. Pepper? I mean, it is true. I drink it, so it has to be true. That means, technically speaking, if only hot people drink Mountain Dew, that means that instead of, working on yourself, going to the gym, instead of looks maxing, following all these looks maxing guys, you just gotta drink Dr. Pepper, man. And it will turn you into a chiseled Greek god. It will turn you into, it will make you have your dream body, man. So that's it. When I tell people that I drink multiple cans of Dr. Pepper every day and they tell me, hey, that's not healthy for you, stop doing that, I'm like, I'm working on myself.
Oh my, I did it far out. What a success. Fruit and oatmeal bars in a pouch. But I need a symbol to get attention. Delicious fruit fillings and whole grain goodness. And the foil pouch means everything's fresh, moist, easy to carry. Perfect for lunch boxes, for quick breakfast or snacks anytime. Now, how do I get that across? I know. I'll hire a marching band, pom-pom girls, light show, and...
The animation of this ad makes it look like, that Tootsie Pop commercial with the owl, and it's like, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop, and then he just bites it. Like, this ad looks like that. I always love animated ads, animation. Oh, I always like it when they try to do something different, not just a boring ad of someone just holding up the product going like, look at this product, it's so great. Animation is so much cooler. It's so unique. I like when companies go out of their way to be creative, because nowadays, now this is going to be a little side tangent. Nowadays, man, you got companies being so lazy and using AI for their ads. Right, guys? That's right. AI has infested ads, and it's literally one of the worst things ever, dude. Like, AI in general is actually really terrible. Everything, AI data centers, them, using a ton of water, AI stealing your data, the ability to, like, make photos and just, like, post them on the internet, and so people are tricked into believing something that's not actually real. And it's like nowadays, it's like you can't even trust anything anymore. You look at an image, it could be AI. And also, dude, it's just lazy. It is just so lazy to just like, prompt, here we go. And guess what, guys? It still looks like crap. You see those Super Bowl ads? So many of the Super Bowl ads were AI, dude. I've seen some dude, I saw like these local law firms use AI in their ads, and it was so obvious, dude, because usually like the audio was muffled, and I'm just like, why are you using AI? It's just like, interview some real people or just do something, man. You don't have to do this. If I see a company like using AI, I automatically like assume worse of them. And you guys remember that recent Coca-Cola Christmas commercial where they used AI and they said, oh, we had to go through thousands and thousands of different prompts to get this right. And guess what? Dude, it still looks like crap. It still looks like crap. And I'm like, dude, you guys are Coca-Cola. You guys are $1 billion company. You have the resources and the money to be able to afford to hire people to make an animated ad, man. Like, people are going to remember it so much better. No one's going to remember your AI slob ad in like 5 years or so, okay? Nobody's going to remember that. So that's why I like the fact that this ad is creative. I love me a good granola bar, and this would be good for me because I need to eat healthier, man. I already eat really bad. I like food too much. I freaking work at a buffet, so that's not good. And also, I eat Taco Bell way too much. I literally had Taco Bell yesterday. Literally yesterday, I had Taco Bell. So, yeah, I need to eat healthier. This product would be perfect for me.
Oh, sure you can't stay for more coffee?
It's late, and Jim never has a second coffee.
You know, I'd love another cup.
Jim never had seconds of my coffee. And I make pretty good coffee. But that night, we both discovered U-Ban.
U-Ban, special coffee, because it's made with special beans, 100% Colombian, for taste and aroma so deliciously rich.
Hey, how about seconds for me?
U-Ban, with richness worth a second cup.
First of all, before we get into the coffee, what kind of goofy aw hat is that guy wearing, okay? You're telling me that you thought it was an appropriate idea to wear a blue bucket hat. Is that what they're called? Bucket hats? Yeah, you know, like, I'll show you a picture. Boom. A blue bucket hat to a, you know, fancy party. Like, why, dude? It makes you look so ridiculous. It makes you look like a child. Okay, so come on, bro. You need to have a better fashion sense. You know, you need to be able to dress yourself better. And look closely, guys. When that guy's walking away, he is locking eyes with that lady. You know, I think he likes more than her coffee. Lady, I think that guy is cheating on you with that lady. This ad was not made for me because I just cannot drink black coffee. I don't know how people do it. I know some people, you know, like my parents and my brother and stuff, they can drink like 2-3 cups of coffee throughout the day. You know, they're like, I cannot function without my coffee. Me, man, like, I've tried black coffee. It just tastes so bitter. I hate the flavor of it, man. And I'm not, like, totally against coffee. I used to not drink coffee at all. But the only coffee I drink is, like, what is it, like a Frappuccino from, like, Starbucks. Do, like, if I get, like a cookie crumble mocha, which is basically a milkshake at that point. Like, you can barely taste the coffee in it. I drink a lot of diet sodas, dude. Now, that's my go-to drink. They have caffeine in them, so... You know, they kind of give you energy.
Here's to good friends. Tonight is kind of special.
Where's that husband of yours? Okay, watch your back. Coming through. Is that all you carried up?
Your alcoholic friend when you pull up to the beach. Hey, guys, I didn't pack anything. The only thing that I brought is beer. Guys, beer. Yes, you guys love it. Did I bring any pillows or blankets or anything? No, I don't need that stuff. I can sleep on the floor. As long as I have my beer, then I am just fine, dude. Like, there's always that guy. There's always that guy there's always that friend when you're on a trip, man, that does not help. They're just, like, sitting in the corner on their phone. You're like, hey, dude, come on, go get something. And they just bring, like, one thing. You're like, come on, bro.
Is that all? This is Lowenbrow. So what are we celebrating? This is the second year we're sharing this house. I didn't think we'd make it through the second week.
When you want the taste of a truly great American beer, tonight, let it be Lowenbrow.
I shouldn't say this, because you might think I'm serious. But here's to good friends.
Lowenbrow.
Why does this beer have such a goofy, odd name? Like Lowenbrow. Lowenbrow. That's a whole novel of a name, bro. Like, they chose the most serious name. They're like, what could we name our beer? It has to be something serious, something sophisticated, so that people will take us seriously. Oh, let's do Lowenbrow. That one guy who brought in the beer at the beginning, he's like, ha ha ha, guys, I'm not actually friends with you. The only reason I'm going on this trip is so that I can drink beer. Like, literally, the only way that I am able to hang out with you guys if I drink alcohol. If I don't drink alcohol, then, man, you guys are insufferable.
My professional Nikon and I made history last year. Now my new Nikon, the EM, is making history. Simple to use, easy to afford. Just focus. If the light's bad, it beeps. Just turn this till it stops. Got it. The new Nikon EM. Affordable and practically foolproof.
Why just buy a camera when you can buy a Nikon?
One of my passions and one of my hyperfixations, dude, is cameras and old technology. So I love looking at retro cameras and retro technology, dude. And this camera, dude, this camera looks so cool, man. And, like, I can't imagine, like, how hard it was, like, taking photos and videos back then, dude. Back when there were film cameras, dude, like, I think it was like a few months ago at this point, dude. But I got this this cheap film camera from Walmart. Okay, I think I still have it around here somewhere. Maybe I don't have it around here. I thought I had it, but I got this cheap film camera, dude, and it's like I did not know how to use it, bro. Like, I put the film in, and it's like weird. It doesn't have a screen on it. It just has like a little like a viewfinder thing. I'm so used to, like, this camera, you know, digital cameras having a screen on them, but, like, just having to, like, take a picture, and it's like you do not know, man. You do not know if that picture turned out well until you take it all the way to a Walgreens or someplace and get it developed. That was the crazy part, man. Like, you could get it developed and you're like, oh crap, this photo is bad. You know, this photo is bad. And it's like, it's just crazy to me how far consumer video technology has gotten. Because we started out with things like this, dude, or like even farther back, dude, like they had big, bulky camcorders, you know, big, bulky camcorders that you had to lug around. And nowadays we have cameras like this, or you have like really small, like phones, even phones, dude. Like phone cameras nowadays are like insanely good. Like they can shoot 4K. You got like the DJ Pocket, that camera that's like super tiny, but has like amazing footage, dude. All in like 40 something years, bro. Like it's just insane to me to think about how far technology has like advanced. So it said that this camera came out in Japan, and when it was released, the price was listed at $144, which, according to the inflation calculator that I use, which could be wrong, it said that in today's dollars, that would be $600, which is crazy to think about. That was expensive back in the day, man. That's why people didn't have a lot of, you know, like normal families didn't have cameras, because that crap was expensive, man. And like nowadays, dude, cameras, like, you can still get like fancy cameras, but like cameras have gotten so much cheaper, dude. Now you can get like cheap camcorders for like 120, like under $100, dude. Like you could get like cheap camcorders and stuff like that for the quality that you get, dude. Like this camera was like $144, and it was like a film camera and stuff like that. But you can get cameras for like around that price that looks so much better. I would love to get an old camcorder, like, you know, a one that uses tapes, just to like film stuff in it and have it look in that retro style, you know, because like my parents, dude, they still have like a camcorder that they used to film like some of my beginning like childhood memories, dude. I think the camera's from like 2005 or 2006, and it uses like these little mini tapes. You put it in there and like it looks pretty good, man. But like I've always wanted to get one of those. Okay, everybody, you can step out of the time machine now. We are back in the present year of 2026. I hope you guys enjoyed that little look through 70s advertisements, okay? I like doing these videos. I really like doing these videos. I like looking at ads. I like talking about them, you know, doing some research, talking about, you know, like what was popular, what was, you know, cool at the time. But I'll be honest with you, you know, these videos are sometimes kind of hard to make, okay? Like, it doesn't seem like that. They're kind of basically just, like, reaction videos. Like, I know I could just react to the videos. I could just, like, watch them like people do on stream. But it's like, I want to script these videos out, you know, put jokes in them. But a lot of the times, you know, like, I do write a script for these. But a lot of the times, dude, I'll just go off the cuff and make stuff up. But some of these ads, dude, are so hard, like, to come up with ideas for, and sometimes I just start yapping, dude. I'll just start talking about stuff. I'll just start pulling stuff out of my ass, and while I'm talking, I'm thinking to myself, like, is this funny? Like, is this interesting? Are people actually gonna watch it? And sometimes, you know, people do watch it, but the whole time I'm just like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this anymore, man. Like, while I was making this video, I was sitting down, I'm like, dude, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this anymore, because I don't have much to say. But I made it to the end of this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it again. Please make sure to, you know, like and subscribe. I'm going to be trying to releasing videos every single week. I have a whole playlist of other retro ad videos if you want to see some more. Like I said, I've done the 90s, I've done the 2000s, I've done a bunch of other decades. If you want to see some more videos talking about nostalgic content, then, you know, go on my channel. I love making these kinds of videos. I love, you know, having an outlet to express myself, like, and just talk about this stuff, because no other people in my life would want to hear me just sit here and yap about advertisements for like 20 freaking minutes, dude. So thank you guys for watching, and thank you guys for not getting annoyed at me.